Virgo. Hi. We're gonna get right into it. I heard it's raining men for you. Like I asked, is there any message for my Virgos? And I heard thunder, and then I heard like it's raining men. So I don't know what that means. I don't know what it means. Like really, the way I channel it can mean a number of things. Okay. But maybe some of you are dating, or there could be like a few different men with their eyes on you. For your Moonology card, we got nothing is yet set in stone. It's time to release negativity. And then what do you need to release, okay? So maybe before you get into this, there might be something you need to, or some ideas you need to let go of. Maybe if you're still thinking about how people might have treated you before, you need to like renew yourself, renew your mindset before you deal with new people. I'm hearing jealousy, if you have issues with jealousy or if you have issues with trust. Those are things you might want to think about and be honest with yourself about, Virgo, before you engage with people, because you're going to want to be mindful of that. I feel like these people you're coming into contact with are not going to be the kind of people you were in contact with, okay? Surrender to the divine, most important guy of all, or woman, you know, Mother Gaia, some people call her. The divine. So let's see, what energy are my Virgos embodying right now? Virgo, 10 of Wands. Working too hard or too many hours. The need for balance in life. Let others help you. And then this is your health you need to pay attention to as well with the 10 of Wands because of stress. So this is your mental health is what I'm hearing. I gotta be, you know, keep it 100 with you guys. Mental health and physical health. So that's something to think about if you're too stressed out. And yeah, if there's just too much going on, you might need to de-stress, whatever that means for you, and then come back to it or break things down. But you'll know what that means for you, Virgo. Either way, I feel like right now, the spiritual realm is telling you to sit down. Have a seat. Take several. That's what I'm feeling. Let's see what the tarot has to say to you. In a very good way, like because you're doing too much. It's not because you're silly. Not because you don't know what you're doing. It's because you're doing too much, Virgo. All right. What does the tarot have to say to my Virgos right now? I heard waiting period. So maybe you're waiting for something to come along. It could be like, this could be stressing you out. Maybe you're in a period of transition and it's freaking you out. We had some frog energy for Virgo like maybe a month or so ago. Yeah, waiting for clarity about something perhaps, but we'll keep going. And the frog is very positive as an animal totem, as a spiritual meaning for animals, but I feel like some of you are really losing patience when it comes to getting to the next phase. Like, and there's a need for you to be strong and hold on to your patience. And that might be why you need to just rest right now and de-stress, because it's starting to freak yourself out and feeling like an overthinking energy. Yeah. Ego. So your ego might be getting a little bit in the way here, Virgo. It's like you're doing well, but you're focused too much on the victory rather than this waiting period or this in-between period. And sometimes that might mess you up, right? Looking too much at the results. If I had those Power of Surrender cards, I bet it would say, surrender your attachment to results. For you, I might pull that out. Yeah, I feel like this is mental right here. And it could be conflicts with other people, but I feel like you need to maybe release thoughts of conflict, or I'm hearing like don't sweat the small stuff. If people are picking at you or doing silly things, or you think somebody's plotting, because people be plotting on Virgos, you know, I feel like there's a need for you to just brush that off your shoulder and not let it weigh you down, because you don't have time for that. You have other things to do. That shouldn't be one of the things taking up your focus, right? But let's keep going. What else do we have for my Virgos? The sun, yeah, that's your focus. That's what you want. You want happiness. I feel like the ones I'm speaking to, you just want to be happy right now. Looking for this wish fulfillment. That flew out, Virgo, for the advice position. There's something that maybe you need to leave behind. We'll see and clarify what that is in just a moment. Queen of Cups there. This is all pointing to you needing to stress, and some of you may need a vacation, even a small staycation if you can. If you can't get away, or if you have babies, I'm hearing, like maybe you have somebody that can take the kids that you trust, okay? Who can take the kids for a day or two so you can relax. Seven of Swords there is the outcome. And my eyes went to these two swords that are standing upright. We're going to clarify that too. Like what's left behind. Yeah, some of you are just feeling drained right now. Like I'm hearing Nick Lachey, what's left of me. Some of you are struggling right now with, you're feeling depleted. That's what I'm feeling right now for my Virgos. I feel like I'm saying Virgo too much almost, but it's like this is what you want, but you're feeling drained. And you know what I think, Virgo, this has a lot to do with, and I just did it again. This has a lot to do with what other people are expecting from you and other people draining on your energy. Maybe people asking you to do things and you, being who you are, wanting to do it. Wanting to be like, yeah, I can help, you know. But you can't always do that. Sometimes you have to help yourself. And in order for you to do that, you're going to need to maintain. I'm feeling maintain is important here. The work you've done so far and the boundaries you've put into place so far. You don't have to feel bad about resting. You don't have to feel bad about telling somebody no. So I'm also feeling that energy, surrender your habit to people please. I am going to pull that deck for you, so let me hurry up and clarify here. Let's just get around to seeing here. What is this Six of Wands for? The Strength, and it was sideways. Yeah, I feel like some of you are having issues. I feel like your mind and your body are at two different paces right now. And you're getting tired. Like I'm getting this image of like the Flash. Running. And you're ready for the next thing, but it's like it's not here yet. It's like maybe you're ahead of your time in some regard when it comes to something you're working toward, and it's just like, when will people see, or when will they get it? And it's just taking a bit more time than you expected, but it's time for you to release that negativity. That's really important. And the burden. This is all about what's been coming up for a while for you, which is enjoying the lighter side of life and really having fun, genuinely. Because I feel like some of you are trying, but you're just trying. Like you're trying to have fun, but it's still not genuinely doing what makes you relax. Like I'm hearing, put on a happy face, but no, you really need to get happy, not just put on a happy face. And so that's where some of you are struggling, because you are so used to being able to get the results you want, because that's what Virgo is about. You work, you achieve, you organize, you structure. And when things don't feel that structured, it creates stress. And there's a need right now, I feel, surrendering to the divine is knowing that you're okay, even though everything is not structured right now, even though everything is not clearly defined, you're okay. You can still enjoy life. You can still take a moment for you. You can still say no to people. You're not like lowly. Like I just got the image of somebody like with a cane and a big hump, like staggering. So some of you might be in a situation where you're just not feeling like yourself. And you think other people are perceiving you that way, or you have to go like above and beyond to be worthy of other people, but that's really not true. I think other people feel you're phenomenal, and you need to also feel that you're phenomenal. And it's okay for you to say no. It's okay for you to be like, you know what, I really love that idea, but I'm gonna just rest right now. Or you wanna go to this restaurant? I actually wanna go to this one. They have my favorite food. Is that cool? You know, like, don't be afraid to even small things like that. Stand up for what it is you want. And if this is an in-between situation, if you feel wronged, I just heard my business close. Some of you might have lost a business you worked really hard on. Feel that. Sit with that. You don't have to pretend like it doesn't hurt. If some of you lost a job, sit with that. If somebody wronged you, it's okay to acknowledge that. You know, sometimes we take the shorter end of the stick. But then it's like, all right, don't sit in that. But if you try to cover it up and just pretend like everything is all right, I feel like it's just going to be like a wound that never quite heals. And that's what you need to release. It's almost like that putting on the happy face needs to go. Like, it needs to be released so you can have that moment of authentically feeling what you need to feel right now. And then seeing like your value, because you are so amazing. You are. Whatever that situation was, it was just a little bit of a stumble. And there are really good things ahead, but you can't be basing those really good new things off of wanting revenge for that other thing, because that's going to taint it. And right now I feel like whatever that other thing is that hurt you, it's clouding your judgment right now. It's clouding your vision. So if you're operating out of that space of, and this is all, I'm sorry, this is coming through channel, but it's like you're operating out of that space of like, almost I'm going to show them that I'm okay. But it's not about anyone else right now. It's really not. Because everyone else looks at you and wonders how you do it. How do you keep it together? They even envy you, Virgo. And here you are discounting yourself. It's okay to take a moment for yourself and acknowledge that you're only human sometimes. Even if you feel like an alien sometimes. And sit with that and then be like, all right, now what is it I want? And it's not about showing so-and-so. It's not about proving anything to anyone else, but what do I want? What makes me feel good? There's this lady on YouTube, her name is Adrienne Mishler, and I love her channel for yoga practice. It's called Yoga with Adrienne, and she says, find what feels good. And that's just in your body movements. But find what feels good for your energy. What feels good to you, and go from there, or at least operate from that space. If you know you have to get another job and it may not be like your dream job right now, at least be like, I understand the situation at hand. I'm going to release the negativity. I'm not going to be worried about what anyone else thinks about me. I'm making my money, I'm stacking my bread, and I'm still going to be successful, and I'm still going to work toward what it is I really love. This is just a moment in time. I feel like some of you are having trouble with this transition, this in-between period. But the longer you don't acknowledge that trouble, the bigger that trouble becomes. So it must be acknowledged. You need to, I feel, surrender to the divine. And I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm just trying to be of service to you right now, which is my Virgo placement acting up. But in surrendering, it's you saying, I trust. This is what's supposed to be happening right now. And I'm going to release this anger, this grudge that I feel right now against these people who might have wronged me. I'm going to release this pain that I feel about this business that didn't quite go how I thought it would when I put so much work in. I'm going to release this energy, this resentment I feel because that person is a liar, but everyone thinks that they are an angel. But I know that they're not. Release that. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter at the end of the day. Find what feels good to you and start to operate from there. Okay, so let me continue now with the Knight of Wands. Yeah, this is where you need to leap from now. Finding what feels good to you. Maybe that'll be the title of this reading. What's this sun here, this sun card for Virgo? I think that's what that is, that sun card. All that stuff that I just had to say. Oh, something wanted to come out there. Yeah, what do you need to release? Queen of Swords energy. It's turning you bitter, I feel, focusing on whatever that is, and that's not in your nature, who I'm speaking to. Whatever that betrayal was, it's time to release it. 15:05 on the clock. You know, because the enemy will still win if you're sitting here dwelling on what they've done, and they probably have left it far behind. Why are you still letting them have power over you, or that situation have power over you? It's really time to drop the burden. So this Eight of Cups, what is this Eight of Cups here? Yes, this could be some kind of a commitment. Maybe you thought it was a new beginning and it didn't turn out to be what you thought. Don't stay in that situation because, you know, for appearances, if it's time to go, it's time to go. My right ear is ringing. No keeping up appearances. You don't need to do that. And then the Seven of Swords. What is the Seven of Swords? The Temperance. Yeah. I feel like you're being guided in this situation. Do some, you know, look into whatever this is that you want to, this commitment that you're having in mind here. Look into it. Because there could be something around you that I feel like you already feel it. And that's why it's like, make sure you're not being led by the wrong energy. Okay, and this is angelic guidance here too. Make sure you know what you're being led by, who you're being led by as you're making these decisions. But I think you walking away, it's you walking away from that energy. But with the Seven of Swords here, I feel like it might still be a little bit of a struggle for you. So let's just get one more card. The Seven of Swords and the Temperance. Can I get one more, please? We have the Three of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. So like celebratory energy. We have the Justice. The Six of Cups and the World. So it's a situation that you have completed already. But for some reason, it's still got your focus. There could have been other people involved in a situation where they might have done you wrong. There might have been some liars and cheats. And you're having trouble moving past the fact that the situation ended the way it did. And maybe that these liars, cheats, or whoever they are, people who just weren't up to par, they get to celebrate. Or they won in a situation. But it's a fake victory anyway. Seven of Cups there. They're in confusion, and eventually that cloud's going to clear. You know, it's just going to be a little bit of time, but that's not for you to wait around on. You have this to be thinking about, the Ten of Pentacles. And I feel like you do have a period of healing with the wheel there. You have to keep going, okay? And I don't want to sound too forceful, but I want to impress upon you the importance of you not letting that Seven of Swords energy that those people carried rub off on you. Because I feel like that's the risk that's being run here. And that's why, at least this week with the full moon cycle, what do you need to release? And it's time to release negativity came out. Like, so if you can do that, if you can maybe meditate and really get in a peaceful space and reflect on what it is, even if it's some kind of grudge that you're holding needs to be released. Really try to search within yourself and see what that is. Like, I feel there's a need for you to do that. Let's pull an oracle. And then you can maybe set an intention to release it. Yeah. Relax and unplug for a spell is the basis there. And I heard for the spell. So some of you may be doing like a ritual. You may need to do a ritual, or you may want to release this energy. Something, nothing weird, no, like nothing affecting anyone else, but to heal your own energy. Like maybe lighting a candle and saying a prayer. If you want to write something down about how you're releasing the negativity and then you want to burn it or something, that might be something you do. But what you got here is treat your body like the palace it is. And that's, to me, it's a self-love card. Appreciating yourself for who you are, mind, body, and spirit. And not letting Again, the Seven of Swords energy that I feel is from the situation that you've already left behind. Linger, because it's lingering and it's affecting you. So that's what needs to be gone. And you have to search within yourself to see like what situation is that, or situations, because for some of you, you've been through a lot and it's plural. Like what needs to be released for you. Let me get my Power of Surrender cards. Because you don't want to let that rub off on you. It wasn't your energy. It's not yours to carry. It's not yours to carry. So let's see. All right, let's pull some Power of Surrender cards. See, what does Virgo need to surrender? All right, we got one. Surrender to your intuition. So for some of you, you already know what this is. Surrender to the wisdom of your body. If you know you're consuming something that's making you not feel well too, that's coming out very strongly. For some of you, this could be maybe not drinking enough water, I'm hearing, or eating too much of a certain thing. Alcohol consumption, it could be for some of you. Surrender to what is, okay? Surrender comparisons to other people. That's at the basis for this. Like, and that's that energy I was feeling, like, so-and-so, everyone thinks so-and-so, let them think it. It's not up to you to change somebody else's mind about somebody else. It's affecting you now. And then we have surrender procrastination, okay? And then we have surrender to the wisdom of your body here as well. So go with your gut. That's what that one means for sure. And then here we have surrender to your intuition. So trust your inner voice. Flow with what is instead of trying to fight it. And that's the surrendering to the divine. And then surrendering procrastination. Now is the time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off. Yeah, because I feel like you're getting stuck in this energy. It's keeping you trapped in like your head or on what should have happened in a situation. And that's not where you need to be. Yeah. That's what I have for you, Virgo. This was a little heavier than I anticipated. But it's not people pleasing that came out. I felt that earlier, but that's not what came out. So this is really about you trusting your intuition. And if you have a gut feeling about a situation, trust it. Like, okay, I do want to walk away from this situation, even though I just joined, then walk away. Trust yourself. And there's something that you've been putting off. You need to get to it, all right? With that surrender to procrastination card. But I'll let you guys go. Until next time. I feel you on this, Virgo, okay? So you'll be all right. Just, try to focus on what it is you need to release and then do that and surrender to the moment, to what is the present moment, and find what feels good to you, as Adrian says, right? Okay, until next time, I'm going to affirm for you and for me, all is well. Bye.